Hello, this is Distracted Lord, and welcome back to Wreckfest. And there has been a new DLC, and I've got it, and it is called the Getaway Cars Pack. So it has this. It's the I can't remember what they call it. I'm trying to think. I can't remember what they call it. It's basically a Ford Crown Vic. It's in Beam as a Cavalry Grand Marshal. It's the typical American police car. I don't know whether it still is, but it's also New York taxi. I don't live in America, so I can't tell you whether they still use it, but it seems to be the one that is typically around and typically goes very sideways in TV. And I have got it in sort of a police livery. I can't put text on it. The Wreckfest livery editor is not that detailed, but we're going figure of eight racing with it, because why would you not go figure of eight racing with a police car? And smash, smash. Also, this car likes going sideways. I mean, everything in this game is rear-wheel drive, so everything does like going sideways to an extent, but this car is just like, I'm not bothered touching the wheel. Yeah, it's going sideways perfectly fine. It has 5 gears. Yeah, and it goes sideways. See, not touching it, just needs a bit of counter steer. Hello. Out the way, thank you very much. Oh, I'm not the best at drifting. Please excuse the failing to slide. Ow, that didn't work. Too greedy. Ow, I have been crashed into by a Raiden. Ow. The front of my car's looking a bit damaged. And my down D-pad thing, it doesn't seem to be working properly, so it's all flickery. How lovely. Well done. Fantastic job right there. Little car goes up the inside and then is on the exit. The AI are just having nice crashes. That makes it nice for me. Well done me, I've got the best lap. He's got sliding around here. There's a 3-wheel squished hot rod there. Alright, I just killed that car. No, my first position. It's gone somewhere. Just lean on you a bit. You don't mind, do you? That's third, second. And there is just much tyre squealing. Now where's first got to? Let's do some more sliding. Just permanent tyre squeal around the corners. That basically sums up this car. Any corner, tyre squeal. Oh hello. Let's go around the back of you and knock you into the way so everyone else crashes into you. Wahahaha. Oh, I only get second. Yeah, this car, I have a feeling that no matter what track you take it to, you will be going sideways. I think that's like in its job description or something for an American police car must go sideways. Although they do that in TV. And I don't know whether they do that in real life, because I don't live in America, as I said. So I don't know how the American police actually work, what vehicles they actually use. But this is the typical one you seem to see them using in TV, and it always goes sideways, so I thought I'll make it go sideways. So the second race I'm doing is with this. It's the Razor, and we have come to the new track called the Hill Street Circuit, and that is quite a fitting name because it is quite hilly. But it's just another street circuit. It's only the second one in the game, and I like this car, I like the track, I especially like the massive exhausts and massive wing. It has a big wing and big exhausts and tiny little rear lights. I don't know why the rear lights are so small, but this thing's a sort of, I think it's a Skyline replica. This one's Skyline, mine's a bit weird and has a dragon on front. and metal things, and it has black wheels at the back because that looks better, right? It's got gold at the front and black at the back. Alright. And off we go. And the AI are terribly slow. And we just come zooming down here with a bit of funky hitboxing. And we're in 11th after the first corner. 10th. Being spun. Why thank you AIs. Help. Help, please. It's fine. I'm slightly injured. In front of my game. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the left side of my car is not too happy. I was rather thinking I wouldn't damage it because it looks nice. It looks nicer undamaged. Do a bit of speed boosting. And this track has some nasty curves, and I'm being pit maneuvered. Stop trying to pit maneuver me, idiots. Like that. They will bounce you, and if you're not driving over them properly, which is hard to do, well, I saw that. But the curbs around this track are nasty and will tend to throw your car around a lot. And I'm so much faster than you, so you don't want to jump across the curbs too much. And I've nearly spun. But this is why it's called Hill Street, this bit here. And then there's this curve here, which I'm going to bounce across. Brakes. Curb. I think it's just generally a good idea not to touch the curbs. You can touch these curbs are fine. It's when it's the big curves that stick out on the corners that you just make sure you avoid them, like this one. The AI always go flying across it and then come out wide. And what they often do is they end up sending your car into the air, then you can't turn, and you end up in a bad place called the outside wall because you couldn't turn. And sliding underneath you. Yes, lovely overtake. Only minor tapping on the side of the other car. My car is not healthy. I like how this car looks until it gets damaged and then it looks a bit vintage. Car, that's the leader. Yeah, the problem with this track is that I nearly got, that was scary, mildly terrifying. The leader can go across a crossover perfectly fine, because the only people that can hit him is the people around that are a few seconds behind him, like me, and there's like 3 people in that region that could possibly hit him, whereas for me, the people who are a few seconds behind me is most of the pack. Come on, no, I can't beat the very end at the very end. That name was surprisingly fitting because I almost beat him at the very end. Yeah, so I like the car, I like the track. The AI is a bit weird around it sometimes, and they tend to fling their cars over curbs and then have crashes. I don't know whether the figure of 8 is entirely necessary. I think it might be nicer if, rather than going round it like we're doing here, when you come up to it you just turn left, go backwards around it and then turn left again. So I don't know. I don't know whether the figure of 8 is really necessary, because it's quite a sensible circuit other than the figure of 8, and I think it's a bit unnecessary, just slightly not helpful. Makes your potentially nice clean races go smack. So the third and final car for this episode is this. It's the Bullet. It's a replica again of, it's a Dodge Challenger or Charger, and I always get the two confused and I can't remember which one it is, but it's one of two. I think it's Challenger, but don't quote me on it because I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, this is basically it's the car from Dukes of Hazzard, and it even comes with the bull bar thing on the front, and it has a flag on the roof, which I can't look up and see it. It has a flag on the roof. it has the American flag on the roof, because I don't think they particularly wanted to put the Confederate flag on the roof. And the number on the side is 10. It should be 01. If you've no idea what I'm talking about, then and you haven't seen Dukes of Hazzard, then go watch Dukes of Hazzard and just try and just ignore the sexism and racism and the fact that there's Confederate flags around, and the car is called General Lee. But you can't put that on, you can't make it have the Confederate flag on the roof and say General Lee on the side, and I think that's perhaps a good thing, but this is as accurate as I can get it. For some reason there must be something on the bonnet. I can't have just a flat bonnet, there has to be a little spoiler on it, and the number has to be 10 rather than 01, but I've given it the correct wheels. And we have come to Tri-Bend, because Tri-Bend has jumps, and why is my car dented? Something's happened. The back of my car's dented and I haven't even started the race. I am confused as to how that works. I seem to have dented my car before I've even got into a race. But jump! See, no problem. And then we must go sideways as well. And wow, you are such an amazing driver, AI. See, drifting. You know, I'm sure those walls used to be far more nasty. I think they must have toned them down, because they used to like kill your car and send it flying. Ooh, and the little Thrasher's fallen over. Which is what happens when you drive a little Thrasher. They fall over. But airtime. Well, actually no, the correct thing to say there is yeehaw. And I've crashed into it. Avoid the... Ow. Now the back of my car's even more dented. Why is this car not doing so well? It's supposed to do well. There's jumps. It's supposed to like jumps. Oh, that's not quite the sort of jumps I wanted it to do. Smash into the tyres. There we go, it's nice sliding. I mean, I'm only in 4th. It could be worse. I could be in 24th. And the AIs in front of me are having lovely little accidents. And more lovely little accidents. Yes, perfect. 2nd. 1st. I've moved up to 1st. And accidentally gone a bit wide. And now I'm 2nd again. And now I'm 3rd. Fantastic cornering by me. Right, let's not go too high up the jump, like the AI do. And then, yeah, the AI are too fast around that corner. Yeah, for some reason the wheels in this car are a bit flimsy. They can fall off. How did I spin someone out? No, I'm gonna get another 2nd. Oh well, it could be worse. But this car it likes jumping, and I never said yeehaw correctly because that would be horribly embarrassing. But I like the DLC. This is one of the nicest DLCs there is, I think, because all 3 cars are nice, and then the update has this new track. Not this one, the other one, which is also nice. So yes, Wreckfest is constantly getting better, basically. So thank you for watching. Don't get distracted. Go subscribe now, and make sure that notification bell is on. But until next time, goodbye.